Welcome back. You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salila Makudi. Our time is 9:37 Central African time, and it's time for our sports segment. And we're going to be looking at the Champions League and the fixtures that are happening. We are at the semi-finals, so it's the end game. It's the last part of the Champions League, which has been quite enthralling. And you have one team, I don't know if its fans are going to agree with me or not, Arsenal, who have essentially become the surprise package of this tournament. Last night, it was high drama. It was a really, really intense game. Arsenal FC booking their spot in the final after a hard-fought 1-0 win over Atlético Madrid and sealing a 2-1 aggregate victory. And tonight, I think, is the big one, considering what happened in the first leg. Bayern Munich against PSG. This is going to be happening at the Allianz Arena later this evening. And so far, the score is sitting, I think, quite interesting. As I mentioned, Bayern Munich is hosting PSG. This is the second semi-final, and PSG is holding a narrow 5-4 advantage from the first leg. And that match, oh my, I think it was the pinnacle of what we all want the Champions League to be and what all, football lovers want to see in a tournament like that one. So we're going to be unpacking all of the games, everything and anything that you probably missed. And we're going to be giving you the latest on, yesterday's games and also some reactions on Arsenal being, I think, the top team at this current moment when it comes to the Champions League. As I mentioned, very, very unprecedented. I don't think when, the season began, any of us thought that we could be seeing the Gunners of London being where they are, unbeaten in the Champions League currently, if I'm not mistaken. They're the only team which has never lost in the Champions League. And we're going to be joined by Abdul Cassim, aka Coach Shady, who's going to be taking us through the fixtures and giving us insight on what we can expect this evening as we come to the end game. It's called the running of the Champions League. The running. There we go. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to
Hi, Silalelo. My brother, Silalelo. It's a total pleasure. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, guys. A fantastic evening. Silalelo, the heavens were open last night. The heavens were open. My God, what a night, my brother. How are you doing? But before we start, who do you support, my brother? Come on, talk to me. Who do you support?
I'm a citizen. I'm a Manchester City fan.
Okay,
I'm not okay right now, as you can expect.
Shame, man.
It's a difficult time, but hey, as you call the running, it's not over until the last whistle. But I want us to talk about the Champions League, man, to reflect, I think, firstly on Arsenal's journey. I think their fans are really, really excited. I think the Champions League for them would probably mean so much more. I'm not sure, more than the league. What do you think they're looking at right now? The league, the Champions League, or they're going for everything?
Silalelo, let's be honest about you. The quadruple was never on. The double is on. The Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, we didn't want those small trophies. We're going for the double. But my brother, let's jump into it. What a night of Champions League football, brother. And what a statement performance from the Arsenal. Back-to-back semi-finalist appearance. And now they've gone one step further. We are in the Champions League final. Budapest, here we come. It's 20 years, my brother. 20 years. Now, Silalelo, we're gonna unpack this thing a bit. Coming into the clash. Now, Diego Simeone is a really disciplined coach when it comes to tactics, and he's the man of the dark arts. Now, Atlético Madrid, many expected a tactical battle, and that's exactly what we got. Atlético Madrid, known for defensive structure and their discipline under pressure, tried to slow the game down, and that's where I think where they got it wrong, Silalelo. They tried to slow the game down and control the space at the Emirates. Now in North London, you don't do that. You don't come toe to toe, right? But Arsenal showed maturity, patience, and most importantly, belief. So moving forward, we're looking good. Mikel Arteta is getting the rotation good. He's getting things going. Budapest, here we come, baby. So yeah,
and I think
that's it, man.
interesting. It's going to be interesting. I want to focus on some key players, especially
Oh yeah.
when it comes to the two legs of the semi-final against Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Gyökeres, I think he was
Oh
criticized quite a lot. When he came in, he was not the quintessential number 9
yeah,
that
yeah.
Arsenal used to play with. Arsenal strikers usually very quick,
Yes,
very
yes.
good with the ball on their feet. But he was different. He's more of an Erling Haaland kind of
Of course,
striker.
of course.
Waiting for those tap-ins. But then yesterday, and I think in the two legs, he even has an assist. He seems to have changed his game. He looks like he's becoming more mobile, collecting balls outside
Yeah,
of the box.
yeah.
And then another factor, obviously, Bukayo Saka,
Oh,
scored that very, very important goal. Could this be, I don't know, him picking up form very late in the season and ultimately helping Arsenal go all the way?
well, Silalelo, if this is the time they're picking up form, this is the time. There's no better way. Victor Gyökeres, remember, let's take it back a few months ago. At Sporting Lisbon, the whole Europe wanted him, including the citizens. They wanted Erling Haaland and Gyökeres to partner up. Imagine that combination. He chose the Arsenal. He has worked hard at his game. Remember, Mikel Arteta is a manager which believes every single player needs to give 110%, and that's what you're seeing from him. His work rate is fantastic. His finishing has really, really improved. But my man for the night, Silalelo, just quickly, just to also tell the viewers, we have a YouTube page called Gunning to Old Trafford. I don't have my partner, my co-partner, and he's an avid Manchester United fan, but we are called Gunning to Old Trafford. And on Gunning to Old Trafford, by the way, Bukayo Saka, you're going to get a shock of your life. Do not drop the mic, Silalelo. Bukayo Saka knows what South Africans call him. And you know what's his nickname? Proudly to Salam Media, Mfana Futi, the boy wonder, boy, Iklaushapa Ding Dong. Iklaushapa Ding Dong. Now, what a night for this boy. Mfana Futi, star boy, man. 2 consecutive Champions League semi-finals. 2 goals. That's not potential anymore. That's elite mentality. Big stage, big moment. He delivers. Calm, clinical, fearless, and this is world class. This boy is world class. So yeah, and obviously not forgetting a massive credit has to go to our midfield. I don't know if you noticed there was a few eyebrows last night where Silalelo, Mikel Arteta was so brave, where Zubermendi was a bit tired and he started Miles Lewis-Kelly, the 19-year-old England international, in the center of the park. Man, the midfield needs credit. They were the engine tonight, winning the second balls, controlling transitions, and keeping Atlético from building any real rhythm. Defensively, now I'm going to shock you, Selelelo, again. You know who I call my defenders? I call them the Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got David Raya, a.k.a. Bumblebee, William Salibape, a.k.a. Optimus Prime, and then we've got Gabriel Machlanias, Megatron. Defensively, my brother, we were solid, composed, disciplined, and aware. Something that hasn't always been associated with big nights, and especially European champion nights. 20 years, my brother. And going forward, the attacking players showed our attacking players, especially Gyökeres. Remember, Havertz, Martinelli coming on. Trossard was phenomenal. Madueke coming on, doing what he needs to do. I mean, we didn't waste our opportunities. And at this level, you need to earn the right to play. Silelelo, it's big games coming. Big, huge.
I wanna talk about what was a big game last week, the PSG and Bayern Munich game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was end-to-end stuff. I think that was the pinnacle of what European football is supposed to be.
Oh, yes.
We're going to the second leg right now. It's going to the Allianz Arena in Germany. How do you see that one pinning out? 5-4, PSG has the slender advantage. Do you see them seeing it through at a very, very hostile Bayern Munich stadium, Allianz Arena? We know how crazy it is. I think I saw footage from the Bayern Munich coach essentially saying, if you're not feeling well, Vincent Kompany, he said, if you're not feeling well, give someone else the ticket. We want everyone to
100%.
What do you make of that fixture? It's really big.
Now, my brother, Silalelo, let's be honest, you're a citizen. You're a citizen yourself. You know what mentality. It's called Mamba mentality Vincent Company's got. However, on the other side, you have the master, you have the tactician, you have the professori, Luis Enrique. What a phenomenal game we have. Now, listen, this is blockbuster. However you look at it, this is a blockbuster match, blockbuster semi-final, especially like you just said, what happened in the semi-final. But let me throw something else in the works before we get into the game tonight. In the preliminary round, or the first round of the Champions League, do you know Arsenal beat PSG and we beat Bayern Munich? What have you got to say about that? Right? Okay, I just had to put that there. Right? Okay. I can, guys, Salam Media, Silalelo is my biggest buddy now, the Citizen versus the Arsenal. But Vincent Company, look, going into it, Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich, a 5-4 first leg, like you said, scoreline tells you everything. This was chaos, quality, and pure attacking football. Who doesn't love pure attacking football? PSG will feel they have the edge. But conceding 4 goals, for me, is a huge concern. I don't know about you, right?
True.
Against a team like Bayern Munich, Harry Kane, Michael Olise, Diaz, these 3 are phenomenal, man. You can never feel comfortable with these guys. Bayern has shown resilience, experience, and the ability to hurt very quickly. So this second leg is perfectly balanced. PSG have the advantage, yes, but Bayern Munich, like I said, Mamba mentality, Pep Guardiola mentality, Vincent Company, the citizen mentality, they've got the mentality and fire. Arteta, hey, don't do that. I'll send you lunch, I'll send you a chicken tikka. Don't do that. Don't be naughty. You're going to make me too happy, right? But so expect goals, expect drama, and expect another Champions League classic. The Allianz Arena, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be lit, guys. Budapest, here we come.
What do you think the approach is going to be now from both teams? Because as you mentioned, it was chaos in the first leg. They were going at it. It was goal after goal, attack after attack. No one was sitting back. The whole 90 minutes, you couldn't even take, a small break to the bathroom without coming back and something has happened. But knowing what they know now, both teams, do you think it'll be the same approach, or they'll be more cautious, try to feel each other out in the first beginning of the game, and then see where it goes from there?
As a neutral, I want it to be chaotic. I want the best team to go.
Surely can't be the same as the first.
However, it's not going to be. Let me be honest with you. These guys are trained for nights like this. You've got maturity in both camps. They're going to probably first feel it out. I love this here. And myself as a coach, if you can just have a bit of a chat. Game management is so important. You can't just go out there. And this is where us as fans don't understand at the highest level that there has to be some sort of game management. Because remember, the best form of defensive is attack and vice versa. So they need to feel it out. Obviously, PSG have been in this situation before. They need to feel the Allianz crowd. They need to feel it. But remember, when that crowd gets into Bayern Munich, you are dealing with a different kind of demon. So I'm thinking PSG to hold on for the first 20 minutes. Thereafter, Luis Enrique trying to put some tactical dilemma and maybe pierce them on the wings, not so much to the center, because we know how much quality Bayern Munich has through the center. But that small 1-goal advantage, if you get Bayern Munich, Michael Olise hitting that 30-yarder and equalizing, that fans of 85,000 will be on Luis Enrique and PSG, and you could see a switch and a turn. So Bayern Munich have the advantage. It's home. It's Allianz Arena. And Silalelo, how Germany and the passion in Germany. So, wow, I just can't wait. I'm just happy our match is over. I'm very happy.
quickly before I let you go, how do you see this one going? Predictions? Who would you like to play in the final Budapest?
I'm really very bad at predictions, but I'm going with I'm going with a win for Bayern Munich. 2-1. They go with 1 goal and we meet the master. So you have Pep Guardiola, then you have the assistant, and then you have the apprentice. I would love to see, and this is just a personal thing, I would love to see Vincent Kompany versus Mikel Arteta because of all the similarities and you know the Pep Guardiola football, and they believe in total football. And on the other hand, looking Luis Enrique always with his team always have the best, but I'm looking for a 2-1 Bayern Munich. Klaus Schapper, you guys are flying to Budapest. So that's my prediction. I get it wrong all the time, Silelelo, but you try. What's your prediction, my brother?
Me is easy. I also want to see Vincent Kompany in the final against Arteta because of the Manchester City connection. But then, we'll see how it turns out. And I honestly don't feel Arsenal have any chance against either of the teams. But
okay, but listen, it's me just playing. Listen. Okay, listen, before we go, right? So we started a bit of a rumor. I think Sky Sports got hold of it. I don't know if it's true. It was started, but it's going to start here and we're going to make it fly on Salam Media. So apparently in 2003 and 2004, Arsenal were the Invincibles. Can you remember?
Yes.
Now, apparently, UEFA are busy carving out a gold Champions League trophy. And if Arsenal win it, they will be the first team to be invincible in the Champions League. Silelelo! You know how we do.
Thank you. We'll chat. We'll have your time and hope we chat after the final. Salam.
It's going to be amazing. Salam, my brother. All the best, Silelelo. Assalamu alaikum.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back after this. You can give us your Champions League predictions under the comment section. Who do you think is going to win it? Who do you think Arsenal is going to play in the final? And what's your predictions of the score later this evening as PSG take on Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena? Going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you after this.